Alright, so I've been looking for a smart garage door opener conversion kit. So I have a couple dumb garage doors that I have installed in the house that we purchased a few years back, and I finally got around to finding a compatible device that works with Alexa. That's what I use, as well as the Geenie brand that I already have existing cameras and the doorbell and a couple other sensors in my home. So finding that Geenie came out with this smart garage door opener was good to find. It comes with all the equipment that you need. It's just a simple plug, a module box. This plugs into the existing motor and has a magnetic sensor on the door, so you can know when the door is open or when the door is closed. And then so I'll open this box, show you what's included, and we'll get to it. So included in the box there we have just the start guide, and then also a compatibility booklet. This is something I really wish that they had posted online somewhere, because in here they have a number of different compatible devices, as well as a list of incompatible models. So the big thing on this is just to double check what the learn button is, what color that is. That makes an impact on whether this is typically compatible or not. So we'll dig into that deeper here shortly. Nicely packed. Everything's in a sealed bag here. We got the power cord. That's just a standard plug with the adapter. Got let's see, some wire management and some hardware included. Here's the brain. Essentially, this is what's going to get installed onto the side of the garage door opener base unit. So there's your Geenie brand plug. There's a small reset button, along with ample amount of wire. The black wire is the magnet sensor, and the red black wire is for connecting onto your base unit on the overhead opener. And then lastly, additional hardware. So this is the bracket that they recommend to use on the garage door opener, on the garage door to the wall sensor. And then there's the additional sensor. This is the one that actually gets installed on the door that moves. This one here will be on the wall, fixed, not moving. And then obviously the one that floats, that's going to go on the door. Comes with a bunch of 3M foam double-sided pads and a couple zip ties. So we'll see what we get to use here. Hopefully this is similar to what a lot of people have. I'm going to take this cover off first. This is where you're going to be connecting in your main brain. So that's this unit here. This is going to get wired into these two terminals. If you are wondering if your device is compatible, they say that what you can do is actually take a paper clip or a piece of wire and jumper these two terminals. So if the garage door operates, it should be compatible. If it doesn't operate, then there's a good chance it's not going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get this 3M pad mounted on the back side here. I don't know if it really matters, but this is the outer front side. It has an LED indicator, so you want to be able to see that. So don't mount it on this side, mount it on the back. And then we're going to mount it. I'm going to mount it horizontally on the side here, so wires can go up, tuck into this area. And then the power, I got a plug just on the other side here, so the power will go that way and over. Get that up and out of the way for now. Obviously, because this is going to be permanently attached to here, I'm not going to detach it for any reason, unless I move maybe. I don't need all this wire, so I'm going to go ahead, get a rough length of where I want it, and I give myself a bit of leeway, and I gotta snip it a little shorter. These red and black wires that come off of this unit are also interchangeable, so don't worry about putting red to red or black to black. Doesn't matter. I'm actually gonna wrap them on here as well. Hopefully that helps a little more with them staying in there. So that is done at the base unit. We can go ahead, put the cover back on here. And then we're gonna work on getting the door sensor installed. So it really depends on how your top of your door is finished. Mine in particular here, you can see how this bracket really is not going to work in any sort of fashion. Depending on what you have available to yourself, maybe you might be able to get away with kind of another bracket that you might have sitting around the house. These two sensors need to be within half an inch gap. So whether, depending on how it's orientated, just as long as you're half an inch. All right, after a bit of finicking, I went ahead and got that mounted up on just this angle bracket. This is gonna slip right in there, and I'm gonna put 2 screws through it, and then that will be able to make that half-inch gap achievable. So let's get this mounted in. Bring you in for a closer look. This is how it's mounted. So you can see it's about 3/8 inch right now. So I think we should be all good with how that's mounted. Wires are up, managed. Ran all the way back to the overhead unit. So let's go ahead, get that overhead unit plugged in, and then our installation is complete, and we just have to do the configuration on the app. Up and over the track, plug it in. Zip it right here. Then plug in. All right, so we have a solid blue wire, or solid blue light right now. You can see that hopefully. All right, so we have our controller powered up. It's got the blue light on it. Right now it's solid. I have my app open. I'm gonna add a new device, and what I'm gonna have to select is the smart appliance. So once I get the smart appliance selected, you'll put in your password for the Wi-Fi for the 2.4G. I'm gonna go ahead and click next step, and I'm gonna do easy mode, just because who doesn't like it being easy? Next, what you're gonna have to do is hold this for at least 3 seconds so this light starts to flash. So it's off, and now it's flashing rapidly. So now it's going to be looking for that device, it's going to add it, and it should pop up automatically. There it is. Smart garage door opener 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign it to a area. It's my double garage. I'm going to click done. So one of the things that you'll notice on this app is that it does have that log in here. The only thing that I kind of have an issue with Geenie is that this log only shows commands. It doesn't show status changes. So this log will only show open and close commands that I've sent from my app. If I were to open the door with the remote in your vehicle or the remote on the wall inside your garage, it will not show up in this log. So that's one thing I'd really wish Geenie would update in the app, is that this log would be a status log, not a command log. So that's one thing that I'm not don't like with it too much. So far I've only had this installed for on my other garage for a day. This is the second one that I installed, so it went pretty smoothly, the same as the first one. It's a super clean install, happy with it, and only time will tell with its performance, but so far you hit the button, closes, and it closes right away, so no issue with that. One other nice thing to know is that it does not bypass any safety sensors. In my last house, we had a Chamberlain Connect. I can't remember the actual name of it, but what it would do is to close the garage doors, it would actually bypass the safety sensors on the floor. The only way that it would stop from closing is if it experienced too much pressure and it wasn't at its final close position. So this one here, it's nice if you have kids that are going in and out through the garage. If it will still trip on that safety sensors that are going across the bottom of the laser eye, really. So really happy with that. So far I like it. It's easy, inexpensive, no subscription fees with this Geenie app. That's why I like the cameras as well that I use. And yeah, feel free to comment down below if you have any questions. I'll try to answer them, but I'm happy so far. Thanks for watching.